Hello. This is a reading from the 10-page short story Battleground by Stephen King. Mr. Renshaw. The desk clerk's voice caught him in the hallway to the elevator, and Renshaw turned back impatiently, shifting his flight bag from one hand to the other. The envelope in his coat pocket, stuffed with 20s and 50s, crackled heavily. The job had gone well, and the pay had been excellent, even after the organization's 15% finder's fee had been skimmed off of the top. Now all he wanted was a hot shower, a gin, a tonic, and sleep. "What is it?" "Package, sir. Would you like to sign the slip?" Renshaw sighed and looked thoughtfully at the rectangular package. His name and the building's address were written on the gummed label in a spiky hand script that seemed familiar. He rocked the package on the imitation marble surface of the desk, and something clanked faintly inside. "Should I have that sent up, Mr. Renshaw?" "No, I've got it." It was about 18 inches on a side and fitted clumsily under his arm. He put it on the plush carpet that covered the elevator floor and twisted his key in the penthouse slot above the regular rack of buttons. The car rose smoothly and silently. He closed his eyes and let the job replay itself in the dark screen of his mind. First, as always, a call from Cal Bates. "You available, Johnny?" He was available twice a year. Minimum fee, $10,000. He was very good, very reliable. But what his customers really paid for was the infallible predator's talents. John Renshaw was a human hawk, constructed by both genetics and environment to do two things superbly: kill and survive. After Bates' call, a buff-colored envelope appeared in Renshaw's box. A name, an address, a photograph. Committed to memory, then down the garbage disposal with the ashes of the envelope and its contents. This time the face had been that of sallow Miami business named Hans Morris, founder and owner of the Morris Toy Company. Someone had wanted Morris out of the way and had gone to the organization. The organization in person of Calvin Bates had talked to John Renshaw. "Pow. Mourners, please omit flowers." The door slid open and he picked up his package and stepped out. He unlocked the suite and stepped in. At this time of day, just after 3 p.m., the spacious living room was splashed with April sunshine. He paused for a moment, enjoyed it, then put the package on the end of the table by the door and loosened his tie. He dropped the envelope on top of it and walked over to the terrace. He pushed open the sliding glass door and stepped out. It was cold. The wind knifed through his thin topcoat, yet he paused a moment, looking over the city the way a general might survey a captured country. Traffic crawled beetle-like in the streets. Far away, almost buried in the golden afternoon haze, the Bay Bridge glittered like a madman's mirage. To the east, all but lost behind him, the downtown high-rises, the crammed, dirty tenements with the stainless steel forests of TV aerials. It was better up here. Better than in the gutters. He went back inside, slid the door closed, and went into the bathroom for a long, hot shower. When he sat down 40 minutes later to regard his package, drink in hand, the shadows had marched halfway across the pine-colored carpet, and the best of the afternoon was past. It was a bomb. Of course it wasn't, but one proceeded as if it were. That was why one had remained upright and taking nourishment while so many others had gone to that great unemployment sky in the office. If it was a bomb, it was clockless. It sat utterly silent, bland and enigmatic. Plastique was more likely these days, anyway. Less temperamental than the clock spring manufactured by West Clocks and Big Ben. Renshaw looked at the postmark, Miami, April 15th. 5 days ago. So the bomb was not time set. It would have gone off in the hotel safe, if that the case. Miami, yes. That spiky backhand writing. There had been a framed photo on the sallow businessman's desk. The photo had been of an ever-souring old crone wearing a babushka. The script slanted across the bottom had read, "Best from your number one idea girl, Kim." What kind of number one idea is this, Kim? A do-it-yourself extermination kit? He regarded the package with complete concentration, not moving, his hands folded. Extraneous questions, such as how Morris's number one idea girl might have discovered his address, did not occur to him. They were for later, for Cal Bates, unimportant now. With a sudden, almost absent move, he took a small celluloid calendar out of his wallet and inserted it deftly under the twine that crisscrossed the paper bag. He slid it under the scotch tape that held one end flap. The flap came loose, relaxing against the twine. He paused for a time, observing, then leaned close and sniffed. Cardboard, paper, string, nothing more. He walked around the box, squatted easily on his haunches, and repeated the process. Twilight was invading his apartment with gray, shadowy figures. One of the flaps popped free of the restraining twine, showing a dull green box beneath. Metal. Hinged. He produced a pocket knife and cut the twine. It fell away, and a few helping prods with the tip of his knife revealed the box. It was green with black markings, and stenciled on the front in white letters were the words, G.I. Joe Vietnam Footlocker. Below that, 20 infantrymen, 10 helicopters, 2 BAR men, 2 bazooka men, 2 medics, 4 jeeps. Below that, a flag decal. Below that, in the corner, Morris Toy Company, Miami, Florida. He reached out to touch it, then withdrew his hand. Something inside the footlocker had moved. Renshaw stood up, not hurrying, and backed across the room towards the kitchen and the hall. He snapped on the lights. The Vietnam footlocker was rocking, making the brown paper beneath it rattle. It suddenly overbalanced and fell to the carpet with a soft thud, landing on one end. The hinged top opened a crack of perhaps 2 inches. Dot, dot,